Hey guys, so let's talk about Ayala Land. Where's the stock headed? Is the stock gonna go down even further? I got a lot of messages from you guys asking me about Ayala Land. So this video is addressing what signals caused Ayala Land to be bearish. This video also shows you specific areas on the charts on where it's supposed to go. So guess what? Let's talk about Ayala Land. Let's talk about where it's headed and let's see what the charts are telling us. So check this video out. So hi everyone, good morning. I'm back in Manila. That being said, I got a lot of questions when I was in the airport. I was browsing all of your messages, and the most asked question is from Ayala Land. I would get a lot of questions asking me what's happening to Ayala Land. Is Ayala Land in trouble? Why is the stock down? What's happening to it? Then I got also certain questions about Jollibee naman, since Jollibee was up yesterday, then it's also up today intraday, and I also got Axelum questions. But this video would be primarily focused on Ayala Land, what's happening to it, what's pushing the stock to where it is right now, were there any sell signals. So if you're new to this channel, by the way, please subscribe, smash the bell so you get updated every time I create new content about the stock market. This will be just another format that I'm doing right now, where so it allows me to plot more of the charts for all of you guys as well, and to show you while the market is open, what's been happening for the stock. So it's 10:11. This Ayala Land is down 46.05 pesos per share. It's around 97% down for just for the first few minutes of trading as well. So please remember, my style is that it's not just about looking at it from a day-to-day aspect, no, because there are certain things that happen in the charts that are above and beyond what happens on a day-to-day aspect. Please remember, and for those who've attended our Stock Smart sessions, you have to remember my style really is basically, I look at it also from a range and a trend perspective, and I try to overlace it with all of the other indicators that are there as well, because those indicators, the range and the trend, will help depict where it's headed. Please remember also that technical analysis does not forecast. Technical analysis does not predict where the market is headed, but it will merely tell us where it will go in a certain range and where the trend is also headed as well. So that's where we're headed for this stock. So after this, allow me to show you where the charts is pointing at. So by the way, I will be, for Stock Smarts, I will be in Singapore next month, and I will be in Cebu over the next few weeks, and I will be having Stock Smarts Manila as well this November. So links are down below for those who want to join us. Links are down below who want to join and learn more about technical analysis, because I really believe that technicals is one of the best ways for you to be able to trade the markets with confidence as well. Now for this analysis, I'm basically going to use Fibonacci retracement as a way for me to be able to plot my support and resistance. Please remember, Fibonacci is just the same as using you drawing your own support and resistance. The only difference between Fibonacci is, I think it's a faster way, it's a faster tool for people to be able to analyze stocks as well. This is for people who somehow are not so confident yet drawing their own support and resistance. Please remember, one way for you to draw the support and resistance is to basically just connect the portions where there's a lot of buying and make that your support, and connect the portions where there's a lot of selling and make that your resistance as well. For this, the support and resistance that's plotted is basically based on the Fibonacci retracement sequence, and the lines that get built will be your support and resistance, but it's not based on buying and selling. But what I've noticed is, over the years of me trying to see, use, and figure Fibonacci out, I've seen that it's pretty consistent, especially if you know where to plot those points. And just a rule of thumb, when you start plotting those points, so the longer the duration that you're trying to plot, meaning the longer the lows are versus the highs are, the gaps between the support and resistances would become wider, versus the ones that you would plot as the shorter ones, where the gap between the support and resistance is generally slower as well, or weaker. Now for Fibonacci as well, one of the key percentages people need to watch out for is 61.8%. And for this video that I'm making, it coincides with the 200-day moving average, which, as you all know, is a very, very, very strong moving average as well. And as you all know, as you're looking at it now, the 61.8 range or the 46.7 peso level is also where the 200-day moving average is, which shows us that it is a resistance. But that being said, let me plot this out for you first. What were the things that caused Ayala Land to start to go down? Because a lot of people were worried that is Ayala Land actually in trouble? Will it go down? Has it a shot of falling at a much slower pace? So that's the goal. That's the narrative for this entire video. First things first. Using the Fibonacci retracement tool, I'm trying to zoom in first here, and you will see this. Number one, you will see that there's a resistance formed around the 53.5 level, 53.48, 53.5 level. That's causing the stock to somehow not push up anymore. You have to remember, resistances are basically areas where investors think the stock is generally expensive already, that they don't want to somehow buy higher anymore. That being said, you're also seeing it form from this level, this entire area, which is already more than, if you look at it, it's from May 31 up until August. So you have like May, June, July, up to some point of August. We have around 3 months where the stock is hesitating to go up above this level as well, and that's a depiction of what a resistance is. So number one of the reasons why Ayala Land did not go up anymore is that it was forming a resistance somewhere around the 53.5 to at least the 53, from the 53 to 53.5 level, which is evidenced by it having a hard time going above that level starting May 31 up until July 26 as well. So that being said, also another signal that would be a trigger that would have caused Ayala Land to go down is this. For those who attended Stock Smarts, you know what this means. You know how bearish this signal is, and if you look at it, it also coincides with this particular signal as well. So two signals telling you not to buy, two signals telling you also to sell starting July 17. So if you would put a trigger to all of this, one is somewhere around June, it had a hard time going up. Two is the signal from the July 18 level, where the MACD also was showing us that there was a sell signal or an avoid signal as well. Then you could point out this 20-day moving average telling us also to sell as well. So that being said, at this point in time already, this is July 25, we already have three signals telling us not to buy as well. For those who attended their session, especially for those from Stock Smarts Qatar, you know our method on how we do checklists as well. And if you add this, you already see that the 20-day moving average is already sloping, denoting that there's momentum downward, followed by this MACD also denoting that there is also movement downward, especially when the two moving averages in the MACD start to somehow go away from each other. You know that it's depicting that there's a push, that there's momentum going lower and stronger as well. So add that up, plus you already have this, also another one. You have the crossover between the short and the midterm moving average, showing us confirmation that hey, the market is not as strong as what it was before. So if you add all of our signals, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then somewhere around August, the stock broke down already from the 49.65 level. Again, this level is from the Fibonacci retracement sequence, which after breaking that level, the 49.65, or you can also peg it at 50, is proving itself to be a worthy resistance. Please remember, since August up until today, it's almost 2 months already that the stock hasn't gone up from the 49.6 level as well, denoting that it's a valuable resistance. That being said, from that time in July, the stock started to hover and start to consolidate and start to move a bit sideways. For those who attended our sessions, you know what this means and how to trade these markets, and what is the narrative that caused this and triggered this to happen as well. While this was happening though, you're also seeing the 50-day moving average start to slope down still. So that being said, this area started to consolidate with a more, I guess, bearish bias still, brought about by the 50-day moving average being bearish already. Plus, at this point in time, you suddenly see the MACD start to push and go below zero, all at the same time that it started to break down from the 49.65 level. So by the way, this is how I normally analyze my stocks at home. Medyo magulo, it's cluttered, but I hope that this adds value to you as well. But I'm trying to break down to you guys the signals that have caused Ali to be bearish for the short and midterm as well. By the way, what I'm sharing to you does not in any way change the fundamentals of the stock. The fundamentals of Ali is still amazing. Ali is still one of the best property development companies in the country. Ali is still growing by leaps and bounds. The sales and the net income of Ali is massively growing, but you have to remember this. If you're trading the markets, even good stocks, even large conglomerates, it's not about how good the stock is or good the company is. If the chart is showing you that it's bearish, the chart is showing you that bears are leading, it tells you also that you don't have to be in the market all the time. You only have to be there when it counts the most, and that's the style, that's the narrative for you to be able to win. Your goal is to pinpoint and find specific areas where the charts are telling you that you're supposed to buy. You have to follow specific principles where if the charts are not telling you to buy, you also stay away as well. So that being said, from where we are now, you already have the resistances from the Fibonacci retracement sequence telling us not to buy. Then you also have the moving averages telling us to stay away as well. The only thing protecting it so far is number one, you had the longer moving averages sort of protect the stock. But here's the thing, if you look at it here starting August 16, the stock now started to break below even the 100-day moving average, and as you start seeing it also, the 100-day moving average all throughout September was now confirming the resistance at the 49.65 level. So that being said, let's now see what's gonna happen next. If I'll try to erase some of it so that you see it clearer also, just kindly hold so you get to see the analysis much clearer. I'm gonna try to erase some of my drawings there. So we're just left with the moving averages and the Fibonacci retracements. Anyways, from here, what you can see now is this. Because of it not breaking the 49.65 level, there was strong enough momentum. For those who know our candlestick analysis method, there was strong enough momentum. Oops, sorry about that. As raw as it can be, you have 49.65. After it failing to break the 49.65, you had 1, 2, 3 strong candlesticks that sold it down. However, it's not just about it being sold down. You also have a breakdown here from the 200-day moving average, which is a very strong moving average, and the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, which is now the new resistance. Look, after that, the breakdown happened October 3, just the start of this month. The breakdown happened, then the stock tried to touch the next support level, which was 44.65. Let me zoom out first. So this is the support level. If you notice it also, it coincides also with this area where it started to consolidate this year. So it's pretty much legitimate. This area where it touches the most is where there's a lot of buying as well. So 44.65 is a good support level. Then after zooming in, you will see this. The stock, of course, because it was oversold, let me try to put the RSI there. As you can see, it got oversold at that area, which was a good bounce as well. You had a green candle, then another green candle. For those who know our RSI technique, this should have been a quick trade, quick sell signal, because it was at a very strong resistance. So for those who know how to take advantage of oversold markets when a stock is at support, that was a very good quick trade. That being said, for those who took profits there, congratulations. Also, because the stock as of yesterday still is below the 200-day moving average, and it still is below the 61.8 resistance level. Today it's still below. Today it's down. So what can you expect for the next few days for Ayala Land, since most of the parameters are bearish? You have MACD bearish, you have all the moving average bearish, and you have the stock failing to break out the 61.8 level. Common narrative, if the bears continue to reign, is the stock will just retrace down to 44.5. And since the Fibonacci sequence is already plotted, if it fails to bounce off of that level, possible drop will bring it down to around 42.5 based on Fibonacci. Now, should it bounce, or should it have a narrative that it breaks out? Possible breakout for it will bring the stock back up to this 49.6 level. So it's too early to tell where will it go. But what I do know right now is, because you know me, I don't speculate, I don't guess, I don't try to figure out where it's going. What I do know is from yesterday and where it is today, Ali has failed to break out from the Fibonacci retracement of 61.8, and it has failed to break out from the 200-day moving average. That being said, we still have a resistance, the 46.6 level. That being said, there's a possibility that it could still retrace downward, but should it break out, your buy signal will be a buy above the 200-day moving average and set your target to the 49.6, 49.7 level as well. So I guess that's it. I hope this gave you the insight that you would need to be able to trade the markets with confidence. Again, more and more chart videos, as that's what I know you guys want, because alam mo yun, I want you guys to win in the markets. I don't want you guys to panic. I don't want you guys to just somehow guess or just hope that the stock will go up. Please remember, hope is a great thing, but it's not a buy strategy. Hope is a great thing, but you don't just buy a stock just because of hope. You buy a stock because your parameters are telling you to buy as well. So for those who want to know more about this, how you can trade using technical analysis, the links are down below for our sessions in Manila, Cebu, Singapore, Davao. And by the way, I'll be in Malaysia this weekend, and after that I'll be in CDO as well. So that's it for now. Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.